the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, after 8 games, they're an outstanding 7-1. Things have come together for them very quickly here early in the season. Almost ready for tip-off, but first a moment to talk about something that often gets overlooked, defense. Kenny, who are the most impressive defenders in the NBA right now?
Well, defense doesn't get overlooked by championship teams, and I'm going to name some guys who've either played on championship team or contenders. Kawhi Leonard, defender on the wing. Andre Iguodala, MVP of the NBA Finals, but defense was one of the reasons. And Paul George, coming back from injury. This guy was a premium defender before the injury.
Well, since you talk about the little guys, I'm going to talk about the big guys. D12, Dwight Howard, shot blocker. Most of his career still doing that pretty well. Serge Ibaka, the surge protector.
I like that.
Joakim Noah. Roy Hibbert does a great job of the verticality thing, jumping up in the rim, not really getting called a lot of fouls on him. So, well, that's my pick for the big guys when it comes to defense.
Say no more.
Excuse me, is it me or is Anthony Davis retired? Come on, how can he not be on that list?
No, what we're talking about, he's a great defender.
He's an okay defender.
However, he's a great defender, but I think, because he's such an all-around player, we kind of take some of it.
Stop it, Ernie.
Come on,
we're taking some of it for granted.
Got to be on that list. He's got to be on that list.
Ernie's on the list, okay. He's on the list, Ernie.
Thank you very much.
But he's not defense first. He's offense first. The guys that I name are defense first, then offense.
Thanks for joining us. Nobody's listening to that anymore. Thank you for putting Anthony Davis on the list.
He's on the list.
We'll see you later.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. After this one game on the road, the Jazz will head back home to Utah. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
And right now, they're in the middle of what could be the most demanding part of their schedule all season. I mean, this is the 3rd game they'll have played in 4 days. You've got to get some sore muscles and tired, weary legs when you're in a stretch like that. But not only the physical fatigue, there's the mental and emotional fatigue, too.
That's certainly an additional challenge, no doubt. But considering their punishing schedule, it will take a toll. Now, they're not going to make any excuses, but we'll just have to see how they respond.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Smith for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Exum passes to Lyles. Out to the right wing. To the middle. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Smith. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Smith's got 5.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Irving. There's the pick. And there's the feed to Nelson. With the teardrop. Good on the shot. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And Utah has possession. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Back to Nelson. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. Utah shooting their first free throws of the evening. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Now Irving. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Smith.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Exum with it, guarded now by Irving. Here's Nelson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass.
What handle? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Utah trailing here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself now.
Jazz shooting around 40% from the floor here. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Smith in at 2 guard. Thompson is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Irving. And it's York in at the pivot, manning the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Exum. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Cavaliers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Smith wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Middleton against Nelson. The shot is off. Great D that time for Middleton. Cavaliers leading. Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 10 points for Freak.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Nelson against Middleton. Ring shot on the way, and Nelson gets it to go. Nelson's got 7. Utah comes into this one after the win against Golden State.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the 3.
Here's Nelson following the basket by Freak. Oh, and here comes Smith.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And so it's Utah here with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Beyond the arc. Another triple from Smith. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Utah.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 7. It's hauled in by Lyles.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the foul call.
Definitely.
The Jazz have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Now here's Exum, covered by Smith. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Exum. The shot will not go. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Smith for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
An East-West showdown. Only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
For Utah, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Singleton. And now Utah, fast break. No good from Grant.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
For 3, Smith. And it's Smith again missing. Dantley finished off the break.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
For 3, Smith. Smith missing again. A tight game here in Cleveland. They set the screen. Exum passes to Pollard. Stolen by Middleton. Smith against Grant for the 3, and that's good for 3 points. A shot from Smith. Smith's got 20 points.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Stolen by Thompson. Smith outside. Releases from 15. Here's York. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Grant gets a wide open look, and the 3 off target. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Smith for 3. They grab their own miss. Thompson. Here's York. Dishes to Anderson. Smith for 3. Cleveland gets it back. And at last, they get one to fall. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter. Jazz trail by 8. Dantley, defended by Middleton. Here's the screen. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. No problem knocking that one down. Singleton's got 9 points. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Middleton outside. Back to Smith. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Exum with a wide open look. The pass to Grant. There's the three. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He finished with an incredible amount of points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
The Jazz have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. The three. And it's Smith again missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Grant the pass to Stevens. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Dantley. Another miss by Utah. Cavaliers shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Smith for 3. And he gets it to go. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Drobniak. It's rebounded. By Cleveland. Smith's got his 3rd rebound on the night. All sorts of time, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass.
There's the pick. Back to Grant. Here's the 3. That's good. Grant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Smith kicks to Vonleh. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Jazz making a switch here. Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Lyles. Grant up top. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Count the bucket. He's got 8.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Smith, no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Offline from the high post. The shot is off. And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers lead by 12. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business. TCB. We've been able to force a lot of turnovers, and we've crashed in on them. That's been terrific. Keep doing just what you have been. As soon as we get our hands on the ball, push it, and let's catch them on their heels. On the fast break is where we showed the most signs of life. When we pushed it, we were able to catch them on their heels a few times. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
You look at the game so far for Smith. He's got 27 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Jazz trail by 12, and so in the game for the Jazz. Here's Exum, and he gets it to go. Exum's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Jazz. Well, Cleveland shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Irving dishes to Smith. Here's Harris. They get the rebound. York. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Jazz trail by 12. Exum passes to Nelson. He dishes it to Exum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wiles no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Grant kicks to Exum. For three, Nelson. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Smith outside. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Utah.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, oh man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the foul called on Freak.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Seconds now into the second half. Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Nelson's got 11 points.
If you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And the basket by Harris.
2 points.
Jazz trail by 15. Exum kicks to Nelson. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Smith dishes to Harris. Back to Smith. Got a piece of it. Exum passes to Grant. Inside. Wiles. That is good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
Greg, we've seen it so often. I mean, when you're talking close games, it typically comes down to free throw shooting, and he was on target from the stripe.
Vonleh, the pass to York. Smith for 3, but they recover it. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Cavaliers, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. A nice shot by Exum.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
checking out some numbers here for Harris. Last year, getting it done. He was around 9 points per last year, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Irving kicks to Smith from deep three-point range. Shot is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That cuts the lead to single digits.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Thompson is checked in for Cleveland.
Tristan Thompson.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Smith with it, now defended by Exum. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Smith. Chris Middleton's checked in for Harris. And the Jazz making a change here. Smith hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
A 3-ball. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Smith for 3. And good on the basket. Book it. Smith's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Cavs.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Shots good by Lyles.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. Great showing for him last season. First in field goal percentage, and he had the 2nd most assists in the league, running the show and facilitating that offense beautifully.
And last year, I mean, he was really the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Smith hits them both. Jazz trail by 14. Exum dishes to Nelson. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Exum's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Thompson passes to Smith. Launches a 3. Utah with the rebound. Lyles got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and here we go. Nelson's got it. The fast break chance. Dantley defended by Middleton. Dantley. Great D that time from Middleton.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the middle. Here's Von Lay. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Smith. The rebound by the Jazz.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Anderson's checked in, and Utah making a change here. Cleveland leading by 14. Down low, here's Smith, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Fans, you gotta be loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Middleton against Nelson. The 15-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
That's his first personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Dantley, he's covered by Anderson. Stevens, and the layup is good. 10 points for him.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Cleveland leading by 16. Anderson kicks to Smith. Back to Anderson. Cleveland moving the ball around. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. From beyond the arc, and he gets it to go.
For 3.
Smith with it, and he's got 41.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Both free throws good from Smith. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Drobniak. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. From outside the arc, Smith with the basket on the assist by Anderson. Smith's got 46 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
To the middle. Nelson against Middleton. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Nelson.
It's been a nice game for Nelson. He's got 16 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
The Jazz making a switch here. Grant's checked in, and he can't hit the second. Cleveland leading by 17. For 3, Smith. Nelson with the rebound. Utah's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
Jazz foul. Nelson. That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Noah Vonleh. Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good.
Thank you, Cleveland!
And here is Grant. He's got 9. Nelson outside. Here's Drobniak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Harris is checked in for the Cavaliers. Both shots good from the stripe. The Cavaliers leading by 16. The drive by Smith. That's good. Smith's got 48.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Passes it to Stevens. Screen by Grant. To the left side wing. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. This one for 3. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Smith for 3. That drops. Smith's got 51.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Jazz trail by 21. And the pass to Stevens. Back to Grant. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. Singleton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Singleton's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bush passes to Smith, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Stevens, covered by Smith. Offensive rebound. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 15-5 run. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Cleveland.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Back to Grant. Jazz passing it around. Over to the left wing. Here's Stevens. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Harris.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Teams in the penalty. At the line for the Cavaliers, Stevens. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And it's Smith penetrating, and that one's good. Smith's got 58.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Stevens. No good. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers on top as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 20-7 run. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Well, Cleveland shooting at 50% in a decent group. Smith, he's in at point guard. And it's York in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Pass to Wiles from 12 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Tobias Harris. Smith's got 60.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Dantley. No good with the triple.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Now, here's Warren. The 10-footer. Got a piece of it. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his 5th personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland. Free. Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for it. The Jazz making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Smith hits them both. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Warren the pass to Lyles. Can't hit, and Cleveland will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Jazz have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And the wide open shot from Warren, and the shot is long.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And that one's good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Harris dishes to Smith.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Dantley. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Pass to Bush. Smith outside. The tray. But they get it back.
That's how to bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The dish now to Warren. From the arc. That one goes. Count it.
There is no way. No way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Smith. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Kicks it to Warren. Launches a 3. No luck. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Smith on the wing. Launches it. And the shot is good. Smith's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Shots good by Lyles.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And it's Smith.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Cleveland ball.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Tobias Harris. Nelson's checked in for Utah. Trey Burke comes in for Warren. The Cavaliers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. The dive for the ball. Baseline jumper. Smith, no luck.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
The tray. They get it again. No good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Count that one.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Pass to Montgomery. Over to the wing. Jazz passing it around. There's the pass to Pollard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith kicks to Middleton. Three-pointer. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-6 run. And then Smith with the dunk.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Nelson with a screen on Middleton. Stolen by Middleton. Feeds to Smith. There's the triple. No luck. And it's Utah the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Montgomery, the pass to Burke. Clock at 4. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Count the buckets. Nelson's got 20. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Right wing. Pollard passes to Burke. Puts up a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Smith's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McCloud. That's tipped and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
So both teams changing it up here. The Jazz shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. The feed to Nelson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Nelson. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Nelson. The Jazz making a switch here. Both free throws good for Nelson. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Plus, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
One shot. One shot.
The free throw drops for Smith. The Jazz shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Singleton. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Daly. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The Cavaliers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Pass to Bush. Back to Smith. Utah with the rebound. Singleton's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Shot from 12. Again, the Jazz score.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
The Cavaliers shooting extremely well here lately, around 61% in the fourth. And it's Smith missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Smith drawn the double team. Swiped it away. Unhindered, going all the way. Drops in the breakaway layup.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Smith. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Smith on the wing. Smith throwing the double team. Here's Daly. Nelson with the rebound.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
They get it back. Burke dishes to Nelson. Out to the right wing. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
It was all about working with my teammates to open up scoring opportunities. Not just for myself, but for all of us. The more chances we get as a team, the more we all score, the better off we are in the end.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.